Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Edwin, the Comic Jabroni, coming back at you with a new edition of New Comic Book Wednesday haul. Plus, I'm gonna throw in some half-price book pickups because I went on Monday for Memorial Day. They had a 20% off sale, so I went to another half-price books here in San Antonio and was able to find some nice minor keys, good books at a decent price. I want to first off kind of showcase two more of my graded books back here. First one being this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #3, graded a 9.6. It's a nice book. Picked it up a few years ago. This is the oldest, really one of the older Turtles books that I have, and the one off to the left is this Ninja Turtles #1 issue in a micro series. This is a Raphael. This is the first appearance of Casey Jones, graded 8.0, but I really can't be too mad about it. There's not too many really high graded Raphael #1s. As you can tell with the graded books and the slabs, they're a little bit bigger because these older Turtle books, they came out kind of in a magazine size issue instead of a regular comic book size that we know today. But I'm a huge Turtles fan. I love these two. They sit up on my wall to show for, when people come over, they see these two books. Love Turtles. Anyways, let's start off with the new comics that I picked up for the week yesterday on the 30th of May. We're going to start with Independent. We're going to start with Image, the only independent book that I picked up for the week. This is The Realm #6. If you watched my video, I'd say 2 or 3 weeks ago, I talked about an Image book that they kind of cut off after so many, few issues. And I was worried that they were going to bring it back. Well, they did. This is The Realm #6. 1 through 5 was really good. I looked online. They are at least going up to, I think, issue 10. So I know I've got 4 more issues coming. This book right here really focuses on these two characters and talks about how the world that they live in got to be the way it is, with orcs and goblins and dragons and all these old mystical creatures that we've read about, how they came back into our world. Kind of like a Walking Dead, but instead of zombies, they got those mystical creatures in there. Really good. Love this series. You should definitely pick up the first 5 issues and read it, or wait for it to come out on trade. Dig this issue. Love The Realm. So moving on to Marvel. First book I want to show you guys is You Are Deadpool #5. I think I've spoken about it before. I'm not the biggest Deadpool fan, but when I saw this online coming out this week, I knew I had to get it. So this is the variant. I love how he's cosplaying as Rambo and as He-Man. Sometimes his Deadpool's comedy, it's really good. Sometimes it's over the top, and that's what I don't like about it. But when I see covers like this and that Captain America that I picked up a few weeks ago, I really dig it, and I want to make it part of my personal collection. You Are Deadpool. These are books that are pick your own adventure. So this is the 5th one, but if you would have gotten all of them, you would have been able to read through and kind of pick what Deadpool is going to do in the next part of the story. Next one I got is the big one of the week. This is the one, I believe. This is Amazing Spider-Man #800. This is the conclusion of the Go Down Swinging storyline, which featured the Red Goblin, which is Norman Osborn, Green Goblin with the Carnage symbiote. There are some big things that happen in this book. It's an 80-page story, which is all 80 pages is this story. It's not like most giant-sized books where there's like 4 stories in there. This is all one story. I don't want to spoil it for you. I don't want to tell you what happens in it. But if you don't pick up any books this week, definitely go by your local comic shop and pick this one up. Definitely. This is the A cover. This is the Alex Ross cover. There was about 15 or 16 different variants, but everything that I've read online with a book like this, just get the A cover. You can never go wrong with the A cover. Moving on to DC, I picked up Justice League No Justice #4. This is the last part of the miniseries where the Justice League is broken up into 4 different teams of 5 that include heroes and villains. and they were trying to stop the destruction of Brainiac's world, and now these godlike creatures have come to Earth, so they have to stop them from eating Earth. Really good story. This sets up the new Justice League team. Great book. Moving on, I picked up Doomsday Clock number 5. This is the 5th issue in a 12-part miniseries. This is the Joker variant. Like the story, I wasn't a Watchmen fan growing up. I wasn't a Watchmen fan when the movie came out. Probably get some dislikes for that. But kind of like where the story's going, bringing the Watchmen into the DC universe. Hopefully, I have not been able to read it yet, but hopefully with Joker on the cover, they finally bring the Joker into this story. Next, got this variant cover for Aquaman Jabberjaw number 1. This right here is the Josh Middleton cover. Last week I was able to pick up the Batgirl variant of the Middleton, and when I saw this, with Jabberjaw flying out of the air into Aquaman, I knew I had to have it. This is a beautiful cover. Definitely love the just. You could tell that it's painted. It's a beautiful cover, but when you look at Aquaman, it looks so hyper realistic to me. It's just, man, Middleton is such a great artist. Next one I picked up is this Batman Prelude to the Wedding number 1. This is a part 1. This is a one-shot. The Batman and Catwoman wedding is happening July 4th. But until then, they're doing these one-shots. This is Robin versus Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul. I don't know how you guys say it. I say Ra's al Ghul. But every week until July 4th, they're dropping these one-shots. I know next week is Nightwing versus Hush. But this just sets up for that wedding happening. Batman issue 50, 4th of July. And the last new book I picked up for the week is The Man of Steel number 1. This is Bendis, Brian Michael Bendis' first issue writing for DC. He was a big part of Marvel for the last maybe 15 years, and he jumped ship over to DC, and now he's writing for DC. This is his first writing for DC. So that's it for the new comics that I've picked up for the week. But I did, like I said, I went to Half Price Books, and I picked up quite a few books from them. They were 20% off, so I couldn't pass that up. Definitely wanted to get, everything that I could from them. We'll start off. This is Booster Gold 21. I saw it and I said, I want it because I had picked up that Booster Gold 5 where Booster Gold goes back in time to try to save Batgirl from getting shot by Joker. This is kind of the continuation where he gets into the Batcave, talks to Batman, who really isn't Batman. It's actually Dick Grayson who dons the Batman costume. And he tells him he couldn't go back in time and save Batgirl. It didn't matter how many times he went back, Batgirl was always shot by Joker. Picked up one of those. I picked up quite a few of these villain cover. This is Earth 2, 15.2, the Solomon Grundy. These are the 3D covers that they came out. I've picked up a few of them before. For this Half Price Books haul, I picked up another 5. This is the first one, Solomon Grundy, number 1. These are 3D covers, holograph, beautiful. Anytime I see one that I haven't gotten, if it's a decent price, I'm definitely gonna get it. Got this Detective Comics number 1. This is the New 52. Anything Batman, I'm totally getting. And if you look at that price at $1.50, yeah, that's happening. I'm picking that up. Picked up Batman Detective Comics number 2. This is from the New 52 story. I've got number 1. Didn't have number 2. So when I saw it sitting in that box, I said I got to take that. Batman Detective Comics number 27. This is one I've been looking out for a while. This is a retelling of the Batman origin story. Plus, there's 3 or 4 other stories in here. It's a giant size, a mega-sized anniversary issue. Definitely love me some Batman Detective Comics number 27. If you guys know, Batman's very first appearance ever was Detective Comics number 27. So I like how they kind of brought that back. Next one I picked up is Aquaman #1. This was a 4-part mini series. It came out in 1986. This is his first appearance in this new costume. It's a newsstand variant. When I saw it, kind of told myself, hey, let's pick this up. They didn't have the rest of it, but I knew I wanted to grab at least this first issue. Picked up a Marvel. This is the only Marvel book out of the bunch. This is Amazing Spider-Man 341. It's a newsstand variant, and this is the issue where he loses his cosmic powers. More DC, New 52. Moving on to these Green Lantern books that I got. Got this Green Lantern #1 annual. It's all black cover. Kind of hard to find in the best condition. This one has a couple dings on the spine, couple spine ticks, but I knew I had to have it. It's not a book that I see often. I used to be a really big Green Lantern fan. Back when I was in high school, loved Kyle Rayner as Green Lantern. So when I see these, definitely know I want to have them in my collection. And this is actually the first appearance of the first Green Lantern. Good book. Picked up Green Lantern #20. This is the first cameo appearance of Jessica Cruz, who becomes a Green Lantern. Before that, she ends up becoming the Power Ring, is what they call it on Earth 3, which I'll show you that issue here in a second. This is an oversized issue, and this is that first, the very first Green Lantern that I was telling you about in the annual. This is Green Lantern #0. This is a key issue. This is the first. This is the first appearance of Baz, B-A-Z, as a Green Lantern. Nice book. Not one that I see often, honestly. Speaking of those villain covers, I picked up more of those. This is Green Lantern 23.1. This is Relic. 23.2, Mongol. 23.3, Black Hand, which I really dig this one. This one I really dug. This I didn't know anything about Black Hand, but Black Hand is obviously a villain in the Green Lantern world, but he has the Black Power Ring, which gives him power over the dead, which you can kind of see down here. He's got some zombies coming out of the ground. Dig that. And in this issue, he's trying to resurrect Green Lantern's dad. And the last one, I got all 4 of them. 23.4. This is Sinestro. This kind of goes into his backstory on how he went from a Green Lantern to a Yellow Lantern. And the last ones that I got were from the New 52 story, Justice League 26. This is kind of an origin for this Power Ring. Like I was telling you, this is Earth 3's. This is like an evil universe. They have the evil version of the Justice League. He's the evil version of Green Lantern. Talking about Power Ring, this is the first full appearance of Jessica Cruz as Power Ring. This is when she gets the ring. I dig Jessica Cruz as a Green Lantern. So I wanted to go out and find her first appearances. I'm glad I found them at Half Price Books. The prices they had there, I just couldn't beat. I couldn't pass up. And last one that I grabbed, Justice League 33. This right here is Lex Luthor is asked to become part of the Justice League by Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Great book. As you can see, this hand right here, that's Jessica Cruz's hand, and you can see the power. What they don't call them lantern rings, they call them power rings, and it looks like they have a butterfly on them. I'm not too sure if that is a butterfly or not, but definitely a nice book. Read through these, love them. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, make sure to hit subscribe. I'm dropping videos every week on my new comic book hauls every Wednesday. Plus, I usually go out to a Half Price Books, or I'll go to the flea market and I'll pick up new books, and I'm always showing them off. I like to talk about the books that I have, give you a little backstory on them. Maybe if something interests you, hey, you'll go out to the local comic shop, support them, support your comic book stores, and pick some books up. Go ahead and hit the like button, guys, or hit the dislike. Let me know. Let me know in the comments what you're digging, what you're out there going to pick up. Love watching y'all's videos too. Thanks for watching. Anyways, take it easy, guys. See you next time. Peace.